Hello to you, YouTube, and hello to you, my fellow metalheads. This is Duke Krishna checking on you guys with another video. So, this topic I'm going to be talking about is my opinions on downloading music and generally torrenting things in general. So, I have mixed feelings on the issue. Now, I really think, specifically when it comes to music, it's more important to buy the actual CDs, right, instead of downloading. That being said, I would be a hypocrite to say if I didn't download more often than I do actually buy actual physical CDs. And when it comes to movies in particular, it's kind of a different topic for me. I don't really do it. I've never really actually done it, come to think of it. But I could see the appeal, I guess. But I don't do that. I would say, well, literally all of my movies are undownloaded, completely untorrented. Because honestly, if I go to a local store that I have that basically they take used discs, and if it's not working in 100% fashion, they won't buy and sell it, and that's cool. Guarantees you have good quality, right? If not, well, you can get your money back. They have some stipulation with it, like it has to be within a certain time frame before you can return it. And I don't know, maybe they don't have returns. I don't really know. That's besides the point. But because I have things like that nearby me where I can buy movies and CDs for a cheap price and have it guaranteed that I have decent quality, I will definitely do that. So, that being said, I'm going to focus first, and honestly mostly about CDs and actual music. And this is also most partially a video about, how to support bands. So I'm really just starting off with, like I said, I do download a decent amount. I'm not really going to deny that. But at the same time, I wish that I didn't have to. I wish I had more money where I could spend it on albums more often, because I feel like if I did have that money, I would spend it on all the things that I love, from CDs to movies to like Warhammer products and nerdy crap like that. I would buy a bunch of D&D books, and I would own 9,000 reptiles, but that's besides the point. Is if I can get it and I don't have to pay, will I do it? Yeah. But at the same time, if I go and I have that money in hand and I'm at a concert and I see an album that I already have, but at the same time, like, yeah, support them, man. There's cool artwork and stuff, and lyric sheets and whatnot. I might as well get it, you know. And another way that I personally do support artists that I like is, well, I like to go to concerts. They're fucking great, so I'll go to a concert. I have a battle vest. I buy patches, do things like that. Obviously band shirts and whatnot. All those help too. So I get the whole anti-downloading thing, and if I had the money, I would not download and I would just buy the crap out of these things. But it's easier said than done, and I think people who have the stance of do not do it at all, like, why would you do that? It's a little unrealistic, right? But at the same time, I don't condone the act of just purely downloading music as your sole source, right? If you claim to be really into music, then, well, you really should be spending some money on it in some way, shape, or form. It just seems wrong not to, and very insincere. So, you gotta at least try, right? And if it's not in CDs, buy some band shirts, buy a poster, buy some stickers, whatever. I mean, it all helps out. I think that album sales do have a bit more of an impact on what the band actually makes. But, I mean, you never know. I mean, it depends record company to record company, really. So it's not a finite science that I'm really comfortable with talking about and seeming knowledgeable about, because I'm really not super knowledgeable about the very specifics of those things. But I generally just say try to support music. You know, um, if I had more money down the line, I would go back and buy a bunch of albums that I already have downloaded. Sure, I'm not against that, and I would definitely consider doing that. But that being said, really, I just kind of buy an album if I'm at a show or if I'm at the local store that I was telling you about and I see something that I don't actually recognize and it looks really cool. From time to time, I've just like said, "Oh, I'm gonna buy it." Yes, I know I'm not actually supporting those particular bands because it's already been sold to one person and then been transferred over this place for me to buy. But I'm still, I am supporting the music industry in some way, shape, or form. I'm supporting local businesses. So that's cool too. I mean, yeah, I'm not paying directly to the band, but I don't see why that's not a good thing. It's better than downloading, surely. Uh, so I mean, that's generally my thoughts on it. Is I understand both sides, and I'd like to say I'm more on the side of support your band, but I'm also not unrealistic. I know, you could come from a country that it's, hard to buy these sort of things. You're from more of a second or third world country that, you got to do what you got to do, right? I mean, there's certain countries out there that literally you cannot listen to certain types of music. So, you gotta find ways if that's what you're into. I understand things like that. People are broke. Like, I get it. So I'm not gonna be unsympathetic to the fact. But at the same time, like, I don't live in poverty, so I feel like I could at least attempt to do something. That's really how I look at it. Is like the main thing is you just gotta try to fork over some money from time to time through whatever various reason or means. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, just A for effort, really. You got to try. You got to do something. You can't just purely download. I think that's kind of scummy if you just purely download. But I get it. It's easy. It's convenient if you don't have a lot of money, sure. But at the same time, like if you really, really love something, I feel like you should contribute to the scene and the culture in general in some way, shape, or form. But really, I'm not going to harp on you too much one side or the other. We're people, we have different sides of things, we're coming from different backgrounds, so I get it. But I really do think you should at least attempt to, when you get the chance and you're able to, at least, try to support your bands in some way, shape, or form. That's about it, so please like, comment, subscribe, and all those fun things if you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I hope you agree, but if not, I'm sorry. But that's what friendly discussion's for, I guess. See you next time.